Baldwin County Sheriff's Office identifies the victim in yesterday's fatal crash in Foley as 42-year-old Ronald Ely. The car Ely was driving was struck by a pickup being driven by high-speed chase suspect Stephen Little. And today we're learning more about the victim and the circumstances leading up to that deadly crash. Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick was on the scene gathering the very latest for you. He's joining us live now from Foley. Hi there, Hal.
That's right. Hey, Bob and Lenise. As it turns out, Ron Ely was actually on his way home from work and was only a block or two from his house when this accident happened. He lived on Azalea Avenue. Of course, the accident happened at Highway 59 and Azalea. And this happened, the car Ely was driving was struck by a pickup. And that motorist was Stephen Little. He was being pursued by deputies, a high-speed pursuit, when deputies say he blew through the stoplight going northbound on Highway 59 and struck Ely's car. Now, authorities are telling us that they do believe that Little was under the influence of alcohol at the time of this accident.
He was going through shopping center parking lots and parking lots of apartment complexes at 50 and 60 miles an hour, jumping curves. Yeah, it definitely shows an individual that was totally out of control and didn't care about human life at all.
That's how Captain Steve Arthur with the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office described a portion of the dash cam video he saw of Wednesday's deadly high-speed pursuit. Deputies began chasing 30-year-old Stephen Little after they say numerous complaints were called in about his erratic driving. The pursuit ended when deputies say Little ran through a stoplight northbound on Highway 59 at Azalea Avenue, his truck smashing into a car driven by Foley resident Ron Ely. Ely was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. At the time of the wreck, Ely was on his way home from work.
As a matter of fact, where the accident happened, he lived within just a block or two.
Ely worked at a convenience store at the corner of County Roads 65 and 12 for nearly 4 years. Customers and co-workers alike were shocked to hear the tragic news.
He was a real gentleman and nice man.
He was a great guy. He really liked to cut up and joke, you know. He was just really funny with everybody, and everybody loved him.
Co-workers at the Town and Country Chevron are now taking donations for Ely's family.
He didn't have any life insurance, so we're just trying to help to raise some money for his funeral.
The suspect lives with his girlfriend in a campground behind the Summerdale Flea Market. I went there to try and talk with her about what happened, but she wasn't home. Neighbors I spoke with say the couple has only lived there a couple of weeks.
I didn't really know him that good, but you see somebody one day and then the next day something like this happened. You know, you just never expect it. It's shock, just disbelief.
He seemed fine. He was ready for work. He was fine. He had went to the food pantry yesterday. Everything was normal. Everything was fine.
Investigators tell a different story. They say Little showed obvious signs of being under the influence of alcohol at the time of the accident.
The officers that initially apprehended him said that they could smell what appeared to be an alcoholic beverage emitting from his person.
One lingering question many have is why did deputies continue their pursuit, and could this accident have been avoided if they had called it off?
We had numerous phone calls on his behavior prior to law enforcement ever being involved. People were concerned that his driving action was going to cause an accident or possibly kill someone, and quoting some of the individuals that called in to dispatch. So we were following policies and procedures, and we feel like they were within the operating guidelines of that.
And the investigation is ongoing. Officers with the Alabama State Troopers, along with Foley Police Department's Accident Reconstruction Unit, were back on the scene today trying to piece together exactly what happened with this accident. Stephen Little is in the Baldwin County Jail right now. He faces manslaughter charges. Of course, I'm being told those charges could be elevated after the grand jury has all the facts in front of them.
All right, Hal, while we still have you, I've got a couple of questions for you. Stephen Little, I mean, do we know anything else about him? Does he work in the area? And also, I want to pick up on something that you alluded to in your story. Do you know why investigators believe he might have been so desperate to get away?
Well, we did find out. I did find out today from neighbors of Little's that he and his girlfriend both work at Lambert's restaurant here in Foley, and he had just dropped his girlfriend off at work, according to sheriff's investigators. That's what they told me. He was not on the shift and left the restaurant. It was right after that this chase ensued. As far as why he was trying to get away, we have learned today that Little was released from a Tennessee prison system in 2012, where he served a sentence for manufacturing meth. Since his release, he's also received a DUI and had his life license revoked. And he did tell deputies at the time of his arrest yesterday that he ran because he did not want to go back to prison. Reporting live in Foley, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Hal.